How to teach your dog to balance something on their nose.
Hi, this is a video about how to teach your dog to hold still and balance something on their nose. It's a very difficult trick for your dog to have that much impulse control to stop from biting whatever's on their nose, but we're going to teach it in a very positive way. Ideally, I'd want you to have your dog do a couple of the positive handling videos first, so things like approaching hands especially, to get your dog used to your hands approaching them in a positive way.
Step 1. Chin targeting. As long as your dog's happy with your hands coming towards them, you're going to gently cup their chin in your hand and click and treat. Now the idea is you're going to be using your hand to steady their head so you can place the item on their nose and then remove your hand, and then they keep the stillness and the balance. So it's all positive. It's making them realise that if you touch their chin, it's a fantastic thing because they get lots of treats and lots of chicken and things like that after. It's important that they sit first because when they're stood or when they're lying down, it's more difficult for them to hold their head still. So if your dog gets up or lies down while you're trying to do this training, either ask or wait for them to sit. Once your dog is doing this reliably, you're going to wait for them to put their chin in your hand. This gives them the sense of control, because if you're just reaching and grabbing it all the time, some dogs can get a bit wary, whereas if they feel like it's their choice to put their chin in your hands, they're going to feel a lot more comfortable about the whole situation. So the way to do this is literally just hold your hand out as if you're going to touch their chin a few centimetres away and just wait. If after maybe 2 minutes they've shown absolutely no sign of trying, then go back, repeat the touching their chin another 10 times and then try again. Step 2. Placing the item. Once your dog's quite happily putting their chin into your hand and holding for quite a while, you're going to use your other hand as if you're going to put a treat on their nose. So at first it's not going to hold a treat, it's just going to have the clicker. You're just simply getting them used to your hand approaching their nose.
When you get to this stage of actually having a treat in your hand, you want to hold your clicker in a bit of a funny way. So if you use your middle finger to have the button, and then it leaves these 2 fingers free to have the treat, so you can put it on the dog's nose and still click with your other finger.
So holding the clicker in the new way, you're going to have a treat in your hand and you're going to start to approach the dog's nose. You're going to build it in the same way, because sometimes just adding a treat can make them so excited that they forget everything that you've just done. So anytime that they remove their chin, or if they try and get the treat while you're holding, just take the treat away, wait for them to calm down and try again. Once you're at the stage where you can hold their nose and put the treat onto their nose, you can then start to give them a command like OK or release or get it or something like that, for them to know that they have to balance until you say they can get it. The part about catching the treat after will literally just come in time. Some dogs will start to just drop their nose to get the treat, others will start to fling their head back, and you see Zilla does this a few times and he has to run across the room then to get his treat. They'll find their own little system of how to throw it and grab it. It's just a case of repeat, repeat, repeat. If your dog starts to try and get it when you gently take your hand away from their chin, if they try and get it before you give them the command, if you're quick enough, get the treat before they get it, try again until they can learn to hold it. If your dog knows a wait or stay command, you can ask them to wait or stay whilst they're holding the treat, just to get them in the habit of it first, of just waiting rather than just trying to get the treat straight away.